This is a video for the altos, so if you are a soprano, go to the soprano video. We're working on Sanctus and Benedictus, and let's start by speaking the Latin words we're about to sing. Listen first. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine Domini. Let's try it one more time. I'll speak and then you. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine Domini. Remember, in Latin, T's are dentalized. That means that they don't have that explosive t sound. Instead, they are a little bit softer. Benedictus and venit. Try that. Benedictus, venit. Good. And then the very last word we sing is a very easy one for us because we have it in English too. Hosanna. Say that. Hosanna. Great. That is all the Latin text we need to learn for this piece. Isn't that nice? So let's now turn to our music. We're in the very first page of our Sanctus and Benedictus. This is page 29. And we are going to work on the alto part of this first section. What I'd like to do first is sing it for you while you do the circles and the slashes. So get ready with your hand and listen as I sing this. I'm going to check my pitch. We start with our circle. Circle to breathe, and then slash. Again, you're just listening and doing the hand motions. Here we go. Bene. Whoops, I was singing a soprano note. Let me try that again. Bene is your note. Let's circle. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. I'm going to sing this again one more time while you do the circles and slashes. I really encourage you to watch your music as you do this. I know you need to watch me out of the corner of your eye, but stay in tune with what's happening on the page. As we do this, I want you to listen for the one word where your notes change. We repeat the same words twice, but some of the notes are going to change. Just a couple. So take note which word do the notes change. Ben is our starting note. You're doing hands and listening. Here we go. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. Did you figure out which one word changes? It's nomine, the last word in this phrase. We actually don't sing domini yet. That comes later. Just nomine. So let's now do some back and forth singing. We'll do this in small sections first. Listen and then repeat, always using our hands. We're starting at the top of the page. Here's our breath. Listen. Benedictus. Your turn. Breathe with me. Benedictus. Let's try that one more time. Breathe with me. Benedictus. Very nice. Moving on to the next one. We start with a circle as we breathe. Qui venit in nomine. Let's do that one together. Here we go. Qui venit in nomine. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. Qui venit in nomine. Now we're going to put those two phrases together. So we're starting at the top of the page. We're going through here. Here's our bed. Ready to breathe? Benedictus, qui venit in nomine that section. Here's our breath. Here we go. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. Let's go on to the next section, and I'm going to sing the entire phrase, starting from here to the end of the line. Remember, the only thing that changes is the notes on nomine. So here I go. Listen, do the hands. We're ready to breathe. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. Let's try it together. Here we go to breathe. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. One more time, just that section, and then we'll put it together. Here's our circle to breathe. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. Back to the beginning. Here we are at our circle, ready to breathe. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. Benedictus, qui venit in nomine. Well done. We're about to move on to another section, but before we do that, I'm going to give you your first code. The first code is a reminder of that terminology, simple and compound meter. When we have a simple meter, we have that beat split into two parts, simple. When we have compound meter, it's split into three parts, compound beat. So your first code is simple and compound. Now we're going to actually turn the page to the very end of this section. We're on page 30, and we're singing our Hosanna part. This is the pickup to the second measure, measure 84. But instead of singing just on the same line all the time, we have a lot of moving back and forth. So I'm going to hold my music really close to the screen, and I'd like for you to get your pencil out. Altos, when we get to the top of this line, you will be singing these notes. We technically have three parts, but because we are a smaller group right now, we are not going to sing all three parts. We will only be singing two parts at any given time. That means altos, you're going to hop between the bottom two parts so that we are singing some of the more important notes. When you are here in this first measure, I'd like for you to circle that note, this D, then put an arrow up to the F sharp on Hosanna. That means that you are traveling from these notes up here. You stay in this middle line until you get to the second Hosanna. Circle that note, it's a G, and then draw an arrow down to the D. Circle that. That's the Na. We stay on this third line of music then until we get to the end of that Hosanna. Circle this D. Draw a line up to the F sharp. We stay on this line until we get to the Zan of the second Hosanna. Draw a line down to this D. There's a pattern. You're probably starting to figure it out. And then we stay on that bottom line until the end of this section. If you need to go back and check that or pause the video so that you can write in those arrows, please do, because that's going to be really important to know what's happening. Now I'm going to sing this section for you. We're actually starting here at this Hosanna, so even though we wrote that arrow in, you don't have to worry about these notes right now. Let me just check that I'm in the right key still. All right, we're going to start with our circle. You guys circle while I sing. A breath. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Hosanna already noticed that again, we have two phrases that are almost identical except for the very end. The last hosanna in each is just slightly different. Let's listen again. You're doing your hand motions, I'm singing. Listen for the difference in those last hosannas in each phrase. Here we go, breathe. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. So the first one steps up a little bit, the second one stays lower. Let's try it, just the first phrase, together. I'll sing and then you sing. My turn first. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Your turn, breathe with me. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Let's try one more time, here we go. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Next phrase is almost exactly the same, but we stay a little bit lower at the very end. Listen to it again. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. And then we hold out that last note a bit longer too. Here's our Hosanna. Breathe with me. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Let's try one more time. Here we go. Breathe deeply. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Back to the beginning of this section. Top of the page. Pick up to the second measure. Here's our breath. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Ooh, I did that wrong. See, even teachers make mistakes. Let's do that together again. One more time. Here we go. Breathing deeply. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Good. Whew. That probably means if I'm still making mistakes, if you make mistakes, that is okay. And we'll keep working on them together as we work in rehearsals. So, last code for this video is the translation of our title, Sanctus and Benedictus. You might remember from a previous practice video, Sanctus means holy, Benedictus means blessed or blessed. So your code is holy and blessed.